Hey, this is Brian Gracely, Director of Technical Marketing with EMC. We're obviously here at VMworld 2012, and I'm here with Raju Penmesta, co-founder and CTO of Cloupia. How are you today?
Great, thank you, Brian. How are you?
I'm great. So what we're here, Simon and I are around looking at really what's cool, what's new here at VMworld, and one of the things that we think is really, really cool, especially for EMC, is we announced a product 3 or 4 months ago called vSpecs. Converged infrastructure, built the way customers want to build it, give them some flexibility, and what Cloupia has announced is the first management framework that supports vSpecs, completely supportive of the entire framework. So tell us a little bit about it, tell us what you guys do.
What we do is we provide data center automation and cloud for automation, specifically in the converged infrastructure space.
Okay.
And vSpecs happen to be one of them, fall into that space, and we were the first ones to support vSpecs end-to-end automation and orchestration.
Right.
And the product is available, and the way it happens is it totally focuses on how do we reduce the total cost of ownership to the customer by making automation simplify the delivery.
Okay. So, there's a lot of people that are in the management space, and a lot of people say, well, we support this or we support that. Talk about what you guys do that's unique in terms of making sure that for the reference architecture models like vSpecs, that customers are going to be able to just take it right out of the box and start working with it.
Okay. What we do is we provide a complete solution which validated against these comprehensive stacks, such as vSpecs or vBlock or FlexPod.
Yep.
And what it does is it understands the components model and how they work. When you need to provision a specific workload, what needs to happen underneath the cover, we do a model-based orchestration.
Okay, so it's, in essence, you sort of understand the logic behind the reference architecture. You make sure all the checks and balances are there, and it's not just features, it's wire features together, and then you put all that logic behind the scenes, right?
Yes, that is correct. And a simple way to say is, how do you stitch a suit together for a specific need? And we stitch all of that one in an automated fashion.
Okay, so one of the things that was really sort of neat to us as we were looking at this, and again, you guys have been doing this for converged infrastructures for a couple of years now. You guys have a very, very cool web-based, well, the interface natively is web-based, right? But you ported that to an iPad application, right?
It is a mobile application.
Okay, so it's mobile. Oh, okay, it'll work iPad, it'll work Android.
That is correct.
Okay, very cool. So tell us why it's so easy and why your framework works and makes it so easy to not only do it on the web-based, but here as well, and make it easier for administrators.
Okay. Mainly when you go to provision a workload, it is all about simplicity and ease of use. How simple and how easy it is to provision a workload. And just to give you a small example, the iPad I have in hand is when I log into a portal and when I log into the app.
Yeah, so this can be multi-group, multi-tenancy.
Yes.
Okay.
Out of the box, it is a multi-group based on role-based access, and they get to see what they can or what they can do.
Okay, very good.
When I go to the sales group, here I have multiple VDCs. When I go to a specific VDC, right, and if I select a specific VDC and say where this specific VDC is serving off of, when I go to add a virtual machine, and it is serving off of a vSpecs.
Okay.
And on the right-hand side, what you're seeing here is catalog items.
Yep.
And when the catalog items are there, when I select a catalog, and it is as simple as drag and drop onto this one, it'll ask me name for it, and I'm giving
any name, yeah.
When I submit this, and it is kind of the workload is submitted, and when you go to the status of this one, on the background it is showing up the status. Who submitted it, and budget verification, and it goes to the provisioning.
Okay, so it's got both technology workflow as well as some amount of business workflow as well. Who's paying for it? Who's authorized to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Operational orchestration, we call it as.
And you're not just provisioning the virtual machines. I mean, you're going to provision the network, the storage, all those underlying elements as well.
When we talk about provisioning, we cover both physical storage, physical network, physical compute, compute, as well as virtual storage, virtual network, virtual compute.
Right.
We cover all of those.
Right, and you're able to put applications in catalogs, build gold images.
Yep.
Very cool.
And when I go to a specific VM which is provisioned already, what I can do in the life cycle is I can power off or power on.
Yep.
Right? When I say power off or power on, I can say submit and it happens on the background. I can change the life cycle of that one, like either increase the CPU or increase the memory,
right.
And I can do this. Since I logged in as an administrator, I have the ability to resize my data store, which is serving off of a storage underneath.
Right.
And here it is running certain sizes. I can change the size, increase or decrease.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing that jumps out at me looking at this is, for a lot of folks familiar with vCenter and a lot of the typical management tools, I mean, this is very visual, this is very simple. I mean, it's what you'd want it to be in your mind, and you guys are sort of translating it down into the mobile application, so that's powerful.
Correct. Yeah.
It's very cool. This is available today. It's available across multiple converged infrastructures, so for customers that are moving from where they were to something new, they've got a mixed environment, they're a EMC vSpecs new customer, this is totally available, and I think what you guys highlight is it's easy to get started with it, it just works out of the box, and it's certified with vSpecs in essence.
That is correct, and it's certified with multiple converged infrastructure stacks. Out of the box, it's a turnkey solution.
Okay.
It manages multiple pods in multiple data center locations and multi-cloud.
Okay, so if EMC partners, your customers, new customers want to get engaged with this, what's the easiest way to go find out more information?
Find out more information, it is www.cloupia.com/vspecs or www.cloupia.com.
Okay, very good. Raju, thank you for the time. Guys, we think it's a great product. It's exciting new technology, and we're going to sign off from VMworld. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.